Sunshine Storytime!
Welcome to Sunshine Storytime. Today we're going to read another Halloween story, I hope. So let's call for that book to come. Abracadabra. What is it? It's raining bats and frogs. So grab a blankie, grab a snack, snuggle in. It's time to read a story. It's Raining Bats and Frogs, written by Rebecca Colby, illustrated by Stephen Henry. Every year, Delia looked forward to flying in the witch parade. This year was no different, despite the black clouds hovering overhead. "I think it's going to rain," said Delia. It did rain, hard. The witches were wet and miserable. "It's raining on our parade," wailed one. "Positively pouring buckets," moaned another. That gave Delia an idea. Delia whipped out her wand and began to chant. "It's raining, it's pouring, but raindrops are boring. Change the rainfall on my head. Make it cats and dogs instead." The witches were thrilled at first. "Nice! Doggies! Doggies!"
I never met a cat I didn't like.
Then the parade came to an abrupt halt. "You call this a cat? This is a cat?"
Dog Nobbit, give me back my broom.
"This will never do," said Delia, raising her wand a second time. "The raining and pouring may have been quite boring, but cats and dogs, they just don't work. They hiss and bark and go berserk. So, change what's falling on my head. Make it hats and clogs instead." The witches were overjoyed at first. "Black hats are my favorite."
A girl can never have too many shoes.
Then the parade erupted into a free-for-all. "That's my hat."
No, it's my hat.
"Well, those are my shoes."
I saw them first.
Delia sighed. "What a big to-do," she said, waving her wand again. "The raining and pouring may have been quite boring, but hats and clogs just have to go, inciting fights, creating woe. So change what's falling on my head, make it bats and frogs instead." The witches were ecstatic at first. "Snack time, girls!"
Somebody grab a cauldron.
But then the witches became even more wet and miserable than before. "I've been slimed!"
I don't think that's slime.
"Ew!" "What should we do now?" wondered Delia. Delia had run out of ideas. "Gnats and bogs," she mumbled to herself. "Mats and logs? Rats and hogs? The more Delia thought about it, the more she realized there was only one thing to do. With that, she raised her wand one last time and chanted. The raining and pouring wasn't really boring, and bats and frogs just make a mess. They drop and plop and cause distress. So change what's falling on my head back to drops of rain instead. The witches were relieved. "Thank goodness it's only water."
A little rain never hurt anyone.
The parade soon proceeded, and the longer it rained, the more exciting the parade became. The floats began to float. The marching band learned synchronized swimming. and Delia and her friends tossed water balloons into the crowd. Everyone agreed it was the best parade ever. Until the year it snowed. The end. Thanks for being with us here at Sunshine Storytime. If you like our content, please give the subscribe button a big smooch and the like button a real big hug. We'd like that. If you want more stories, you can see our bedtime story playlist in the description box below. We're so glad to have you here. So, ciao ciao for now. See you next time.